Gentlemen, what if I told you that something as common as olive oil, the very same one sitting in your kitchen right now, could transform into one of the most powerful allies for male vitality? No expensive pills, no complicated supplements, just a natural combination you can prepare at home in a few minutes. I'm Dr. Sophia Montero, a physician specialized in nutrition and the health of mature men. For over 20 years, I've been supporting men who believed that aging meant losing energy, strength, and confidence. And I helped them discover that it doesn't have to be that way. After 50, many notice that something changes. The body feels slower, motivation fades, and even interest in intimate life weakens. But the truth is, these changes aren't a punishment from age. In most cases, they're the result of small daily care failures in the body, simple things that can be corrected. In recent years, science has confirmed what popular wisdom has intuited for centuries. Certain foods have a direct impact on hormonal health, circulation, and even prostate function. And the most fascinating part? They're right there in your everyday life, in plain sight. That's why in this video, I'll show you a natural way to help the body regain balance. A simple ritual with olive oil and 4 extraordinary yet basic ingredients that can transform how you feel. Stick with me until the end, because once you understand how it all fits together, you'll see there's still plenty of vigor left to live well. When a man reaches 50 or 60, he often thinks that constant fatigue, lack of energy, and discouragement are just a natural part of aging. But the truth is, it's not just time that steals vitality. It's what happens inside the body, silently. Starting at 50, testosterone levels drop by about 1% per year. It seems small, but over a decade, that reduction is enough to affect mood, muscle strength, concentration, and even sexual drive. Behind this decline lurks a discreet villain: cortisol, the stress hormone. Cortisol acts like a thief in the shadows. Every time you face tension, family issues, bills, health worries, it spikes. And the higher the cortisol, the more it suppresses testosterone production. It's as if the body is always in defense mode, burning energy to put out fires instead of nurturing vitality. But it's not just stress that interferes. Short sleep, sedentary habits, and nutrient-poor diets also accelerate this decline. Imagine the body as an old engine. If the oil is low quality and there's no time for maintenance, it's natural for it to lose power. On the other hand, men who eat well, sleep soundly, and maintain healthy habits can keep their hormones balanced for much longer. That's why some 70-year-olds are full of energy while others at 60 feel drained. The difference lies in daily choices: what we eat, how we breathe, how much we rest. All of this determines whether the body stays strong or surrenders to fatigue. And here's the good news. It's possible to help the body recover this balance naturally, starting with something as simple as olive oil and 4 ingredients that work together to restore hormonal harmony. For years, many men have sought quick fixes in pills and supplements, but the real secret is much closer than they think, right in their own kitchens. Olive oil, for example, is far more than a simple seasoning. Rich in healthy fats, it acts as clean fuel for the body, helping balance hormones and improve circulation. But when combined with certain natural ingredients, the effect can be even more powerful. These ingredients have been studied by Brazilian and European universities, and they share something in common. They target the root causes of male hormonal imbalance: stress, inflammation, poor circulation, and cellular oxidation. And the best part? You probably already have them all at home. They're not exotic or expensive, and together they form a restorative ritual, a simple routine that helps the body work in its own favor. Each has a specific role, but united, they create a true symphony for the male body. It's like each ingredient is a musician playing its part, with olive oil as the conductor harmonizing it all. In the next few minutes, I'll explain how each one works and what science has already proven about their effects on the male body. Get ready, because the first ingredient might surprise you. Ingredient 1. Garlic, the shield against stress. Few people imagine that something as small as a garlic clove could have such a big impact on male vitality. But garlic is indeed one of the most powerful foods for protecting hormones from stress and helping the body regain natural balance. Inside garlic lies a compound called allicin, which only forms when the clove is crushed or chopped. Allicin acts as a true shield against cortisol, that hormone that, when too high, steals energy, reduces testosterone, and causes irritability. For many men over 50, stress becomes a constant presence. Family worries, financial pressures, health concerns. Over time, this silent stress keeps the body on high alert and blocks hormonal production. That's where garlic steps in. Studies from the Federal University of Rio Grande do Sul showed that sulfur compounds in garlic can reduce cortisol by up to 18% after 12 weeks of regular consumption. That means less fatigue, less irritation, and a greater sense of calm and mental clarity. Plus, garlic improves blood circulation, making arteries more flexible and blood flow more efficient, even to the pelvic region. And we all know what that means: firmer erections and renewed confidence. The secret is in the preparation. Always crush or chop the garlic and let it rest for about 10 minutes before mixing with olive oil. This time allows allicin to form fully, making the compound more active and effective. When consumed regularly, garlic not only protects hormones, but also restores that sense of stability many thought was lost with age. Ingredient 2. Fresh lemon, the purifier. After garlic, the second ingredient in this powerful combination is fresh lemon. Simple, accessible, and incredibly effective. Lemon acts like a gentle internal cleanse, helping eliminate toxins, balance blood sugar, and protect the cells that produce hormones. Rich in vitamin C, it serves as an antioxidant shield, combating free radicals, those unstable molecules that damage cells and accelerate aging. These free radicals can also directly affect the glands responsible for testosterone production, reducing their efficiency. But there's something even more interesting. Vitamin C also stimulates nitric oxide production, a substance that relaxes blood vessels, allowing blood to flow freely throughout the body. It's like unclogging a rusty faucet. Suddenly, pressure balances, and everything flows smoothly. In practice, this means steady energy throughout the day, less heaviness after meals, a more stable mood, and, of course, more efficient circulation, even to the areas most important for male vitality. Here's a fun fact. When lemon juice is combined with olive oil, the healthy fats in the oil boost vitamin C absorption by up to 40%, making the effect even more potent. In other words, a natural boost without needing capsules or supplements. All you need is a teaspoon of fresh lemon juice mixed into your dose of olive oil. A simple gesture, but one that can change how your body responds to time. Ingredient 3. Ginger, the activator. The third ingredient in our blend is ginger, known for centuries as a natural tonic for body and mind. The ancients used it to boost vigor, warm the blood, and awaken inner energy. Today, science confirms it. Ginger is a natural activator of male vitality. Inside this aromatic root are compounds called gingerols and shogals, which have a direct effect on inflammation and circulation. They help reduce inflammation in the testes, the site where testosterone is produced, and improve blood flow to those hormone-producing cells. This means the body has ideal conditions to naturally manufacture more testosterone. But the benefits don't stop there. Ginger also helps balance blood sugar, which is essential for keeping metabolism active and preventing energy crashes during the day. When blood sugar fluctuates too much, the body responds with oxidative stress. Ginger smooths out that roller coaster, bringing stability. A study from the Federal University of Minas Gerais involving men aged 55 to 72 tracked regular ginger use over 24 weeks. The results showed significant improvements in hormonal function and circulation, plus a reduction in inflammatory markers. In other words, more energy, less pain, and more natural drive. In practice, many men report something intriguing. The spark is back. It's not a miracle. It's biology in balance. The body, when properly nourished, regains the strength it seemed to have lost. To prepare, just use half a teaspoon of fresh grated ginger or high-quality powder. It adds a warm, slightly spicy flavor to the mix, reminding us that energy can taste like life. Ingredient 4. Turmeric and black pepper, the potent anti-inflammatory. The final ingredient in this combination is turmeric, also known as earthly saffron. Its golden hue isn't just beautiful. It signals the presence of one of nature's most powerful compounds, curcumin. Curcumin is an extremely effective natural anti-inflammatory. It acts like a fire extinguisher inside the body, reducing that silent inflammation that builds up over the years and interferes with hormonal production. When the body is chronically inflamed, it burns energy fighting that internal fire instead of producing hormones and maintaining balance. But there's an important detail. Curcumin is poorly absorbed on its own. That's why it needs to be paired with black pepper, which contains piperine, a substance that can increase curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. This duo works in harmony, like the pepper opening the door for turmeric to act fully. Studies published in the Brazilian Journal of Andrology showed that men over 55, after 16 weeks of regular use of this combination, experienced improved vascular function and significant reductions in inflammation. This translates to more drive, fewer joint pains, and a lighter, more stable mood. To prepare, just add a small pinch of turmeric with a dash of ground black pepper to the olive oil mix. The flavor is mild, but the effect is profound. This combination completes our natural elixir for vitality. And the most interesting part? Together, these ingredients don't just act on hormones. They strengthen the heart, brain, and even the immune system. Now that you know the 4 ingredients and their benefits, it's time to put it all into practice. This is the nightly vitality ritual. Simple, quick, and deeply effective. Grab a small glass or bowl and add 1 tablespoon of extra virgin, cold-pressed olive oil of good quality, 1 crushed garlic clove that has rested for at least 10 minutes, 1 teaspoon of fresh lemon juice, half a teaspoon of grated fresh ginger or powder, a pinch of turmeric, and a dash of ground black pepper. Mix well until it forms a golden, aromatic liquid. You can take it straight as a small dose before dinner, or drizzle it over vegetables, salads, or bread chunks. The ideal time to consume this blend is in the evening with your meal. And there's a scientific reason for that. It's during sleep that the body peaks in male hormone production. By nourishing it during this period, you provide the building blocks it needs to restore internal balance. The key is daily consistency. Changes may start subtly. A deeper sleep, more morning energy, a steadier mood. But over the weeks, these small signs transform into a clear sense of renewal. It's not magic. It's nature working in your favor, at the right rhythm every night. Over the years, I've followed many men who adopted this simple nightly ritual. Some came full of skepticism, others with quiet hope, but nearly all ended up surprised by the results. One of them is Manuel, 68, retired, who arrived at my office saying, "Doctor, I feel like my body just doesn't respond like it used to. Fatigue hits earlier and the spark is gone." He started using the mix every night without changing anything else in his routine. After a month, he reported sleeping better. After 3 months, he shared something that made him smile. "I started feeling desire again. Desire to walk, to chat, to be with my wife." Another case is Joao, 72, a former banker who couldn't stand the strong flavor of the mix. We adapted. He used the olive oil and ingredients as a sauce for fish and veggies. That way, he stayed consistent. 2 months later, he told me, "I can't remember the last time I felt this good." These results don't appear overnight. They're the fruit of consistency and respect for the body's rhythm. Nature doesn't rush, but it never fails to deliver. Studies show the same. After 8 to 12 weeks of continuous use, there are improvements in energy, circulation, and mood. It's not a medicine, it's a fresh start, a reminder that male strength can be reclaimed when we give the body what it truly needs. After discussing this natural mix, many men ask the same questions, and it's important to clarify because every body is unique. Doctor, can this mix interfere with my medications? In most cases, no. But if you're on anticoagulants like warfarin or meds for high blood pressure and diabetes, consult your doctor before starting. Garlic and turmeric in high amounts can enhance the effects of blood thinners. That's why it's best to have supervision, especially if you're on multiple meds. How long until I feel results? It depends on age, overall health, and consistency. Many report small improvements in 2 to 3 weeks, more energy, better sleep. But the most noticeable effects come after 8 to 12 weeks of regular use. It's not an instant fix, it's a natural process. Can I replace erectile dysfunction meds with this mix? No. This ritual supports the foundations of hormonal and vascular health, helping the body function better on its own. But it doesn't replace prescribed medications. What many patients report is that over time, they can reduce frequency or dosage with medical supervision. Can I prepare it for several days? Yes, but limited to 3 days ahead, stored in a dark glass jar in the fridge. Fresh garlic loses potency quickly, so it's best to make small batches. These simple precautions ensure the mix stays effective and safe. Even the best ingredients need fertile ground to thrive. And that ground is your lifestyle. Over the years, I've noticed that the men who benefit most from this mix are those who care for the body as a whole. You don't need to change everything at once. Just start with consistent, small steps. Good sleep is one of them. During deep sleep, the body produces most of its testosterone. Aim for 7 to 8 hours a night in a dark, quiet environment. Rest is when the body repairs and strengthens itself. Physical exercise is also essential. It doesn't have to be intense. Just 30 minutes of walking or light training 3 times a week activates circulation and naturally stimulates hormone production. And don't forget to breathe. Constant stress drains energy. Try deep breathing, meditation, or a simple outdoor walk. Those moments of calm lower cortisol and restore balance. Finally, stay hydrated. Water is the medium for all bodily processes. 2 bottles a day are enough to keep everything running smoothly. Think of your body as an orchestra. Each habit is an instrument. When they all play in harmony, the result is a melody of energy, clarity, and vitality. We've reached the end of this journey, and perhaps now you realize the secret was never in complicated solutions, but in respecting the simple wisdom of the body. Olive oil, combined with garlic, lemon, ginger, turmeric, and black pepper, becomes a powerful ally to restore hormonal balance, strengthen circulation, and protect the prostate. It's a small gesture, but one full of meaning, a daily act of care that tells your body it's still a priority. I often say that aging isn't about losing strength, it's just changing how you care for yourself. The male body remains capable, productive, and full of energy, as long as it gets what it needs. And the good news is, it's never too late to start. Try this ritual for 30 days. Notice how you sleep, how you wake up, how you feel. Give your body a chance to respond, and it will. Little by little, you'll see the difference. More vitality, more confidence, and a peaceful sense that life still has so much to offer. If this video brought you clarity or hope, share it with a friend. He might need the reminder that there's still time to reclaim vigor and the joy of living. I'm Dr. Sophia Montero, and it was a pleasure guiding you on this journey. Take care of yourself with kindness, eat with awareness, and remember, age doesn't define your vigor, your choices do.